This is a custom web page that discusses a particular three-dimensional geometric object. The page features an interactive three-dimensional viewer that lets the user pan, zoom, and rotate. The page is also ready for embedding in social media sites containing metadata so that a card with a description and name and an image can be produced when the page is shared. The first requirement for doing this is to download my free geometric modeling application called vZome, which we're looking at right now. So imagine you have constructed some amazing geometry that you'd like to share in a web page. There's a button in the upper right, which is currently grayed out, we call the share button. To enable this button, I simply have to save the model so that it has a file name. We'll call it cool geometry. So now we have a vZome file with a name, and now the share button is enabled. So if I click on it, it says my vZome design is uploading to GitHub. A GitHub account is the other requirement for this mechanism, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. My vZome model has uploaded successfully, and I can click on this link to go see it in the GitHub folder. Now this takes me to the folder where the model itself was uploaded and some supporting files like an image to preview, a shape JSON, which is a three-dimensional preview file, and finally this README that's actually being rendered here. The README contains some shortcuts. The first link here is emphasized because this is the one that you'll use to share. So I'm going to open this link in a new tab. Here we have our new page using the built-in vZome viewer to see the geometry. So that's it. In just a few steps, we've created a page and we can share this geometry with the world. All we have to do is share that URL. And in fact, let's see how that looks in Discord and make sure that the embedded metadata is working. I can even go back to vZome and make some changes to the model and share it again. And again, it'll be uploaded right away. This is a very nice page. You probably want to add some text before you share it. So let's find out how to do that. If I return to the folder where vZome sent us, I can use the second link. This takes me to the source file. To start with, you can ignore everything above this end comment because this is what gets rendered on the page. So if you want to add some text, simply give yourself a little space and start typing. This is my cool new geometry design. If you remember back in our Discord post, we have a generic description here. In this material at the top between the triple dash lines, add another field called description. Hit return and hit a couple of spaces and start typing your description here. Bear in mind, you can type as much as you want, but Twitter or Discord or Facebook will limit that number of characters in the preview. Now I have my description that's going to be in the embedded cards. I have my description that's going to appear in the page. So I'm just going to scroll to the bottom here and say commit the changes. Notice we don't see a description yet. This is because it can take a couple minutes before GitHub Pages is done rebuilding it. Now we see our description after a reload. The rebuild by GitHub Pages is complete. And now if I copy this link and jump over to Discord and paste it in, we should see our custom description as well. vZome implements its sharing feature by uploading designs to GitHub. So obviously you need a GitHub account in order to participate. It's very easy to sign up. Simply put in your email address and click the green button here at github.com. I already have my account, so I'm just going to go ahead and sign in. Once you've created your account, you should see a page very much like this. And the first thing you want to do is go to the search bar and search for vZome/vZome sharing. This is a repository that's a template for the one you require to integrate with vZome. All you need to do is once you're logged in and at this repository is simply go up to the fork button and click it. And it'll take a few moments and it's creating your copy in your account of the vZome sharing repository. This template comes with a few files that are pre-configured to make vZome sharing work for you. If you want to see the details, you can follow this link and read the explanation. Now there's one more step that you want to do. Go to the settings of your repo and down to the pages section and click on the source drop down and select the main branch and click save. This is enabling GitHub Pages, which is essentially a mechanism for automatically generating a web page using your repository as the source for the page. You want to right click on this and open in a new tab. And you should have a mostly blank page like this. So this is your new website, and this is where all of your vZome shared models will be hosted. So now we've created the vZome repository. It's all ready for vZome to share, but obviously we need to authorize vZome and connect it to this repository. So now I have effectively gone backwards in time. So this vZome will act as if it knew nothing about my GitHub. I've opened the same model. I can use the share button. This time, however, when I click the share button, I get this dialog. It's giving me an authorization installation code, and there's a button here. It'll simply copy to the clipboard and it will send me to the web browser. All I have to do is paste and hit return. And there's one more step to actually say, yes, I trust vZome to share files to my repository. So I'll hit the green button and I'm all set. So now if I jump back to vZome, you'll notice that the dialog has already changed and my design is uploading as we speak, and it's finished. So now we can go to the GitHub folder. You have to remember, it takes a few seconds for GitHub Pages to generate this website. So it's very important that you try out your link before you share it with anyone. So there you have it. That's how you can build custom web pages from vZome design and customize them to your heart's content. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.